Hey, how's it going? I'm just vlogging on my phone because my camera on my GoPro is dead. I've been vlogging on that the past couple days and it's been going pretty well. Getting my 2 cents out just so I can talk and I guess just let some stress and anxiety build up, just let it loose. I think it feels good, you know. Had a pretty good day at Home Depot today. Had a lot of fun. I'm like that cat that just prowls around at Home Depot. I'm like, I have one designated station, but man, I will just like veer off everywhere. It's kind of funny. I feel like I'm I don't know. I guess just experimenting. I guess that's what I should be doing in my life, not just Home Depot. But it's one way I'm doing it. So shoot, I mean, you get a lot of ideas when you kind of just wander around for a while, I guess. It's what I've failed to do most of my life. I've been kind of hibernated in my room. But anyway, yeah. So I wanted to just talk about, I don't know. I'm not sure what I want to talk. Here's what we'll talk about. So I was thinking today about, honestly, I wasn't thinking. I was just kind of going with the flow today. I really didn't have a lot of time to think. See, it's kind of good and bad that you don't think a lot. You need to reflect, because reflecting is where you make your progress. Well, I think you make progress everywhere, realistically. Like, you make your progress when you're very focused and you're, oh, there's a cop. You make your progress when you're very I had to let him go, just I didn't want to act like I was talking. You make your progress when you're very focused and what's the word? Oh, that's a lot of birds. When you're very focused and you're very clear-minded and you're very, I can't think of the word, man. It's just like when you're just focused on the task at hand. You make progress doing that just because you were putting your effort in. That's when you were really investing, you know. But you also make progress once you're done with the day and you reflect on your day. Because you make progress in that as well. Due to the fact that you realize you're analyzing your movements and your decision-making skills, and you're like, hey, I did this well today. I did this, not too bad. Man, I really fucked this thing up today. Whew, that was pretty bad. And then you kind of go throughout your day and you're like, man, you know what? Maybe I can increase this by like 1%. I can do this a little bit better just by like, I don't know, taking an extra second or two. And I can really, I guess, reap a few benefits. Nothing crazy, just a couple benefits. Man, I got a bad... See, I like this side of me too. I think this is my good side. I should really just focus on the good side. Anyway, well, that's counterintuitive due to the fact I journal. Anyway, so, okay, let's go through some good things that happened today that I thought went really well. Okay, so today at work, I started the day like a fucking king, man. I walked in, I saw the manager, and I got my apron on. I punched in, and you know what I did? I walked right up to the manager of the store, and I just blasted off, I didn't even keep count, at least 50 push-ups right in front of the dude. And he's like, oh, I'm 15 in. That's a good warm-up. Just kept going at it, kept going. You know, I'm not trying to strike it at fear. I just like, that's just me representing my character. I just want to go get it. Just at that age, I just need to go fucking do it. You just gotta go beast, man. Be like a coyote. Maybe not a coyote, but you know. Anyway, that's how I started my day. So I got really pumped up, energetic. Felt really good, man. Really freaking good. And then carried on throughout the day, and I worked up at the register up as a curbside associate. Went pretty well. I, made a couple mistakes here and there, but I kept my due diligence and I kept focused at the task presented to me. And I think I exceeded pretty well. Like I said, I had a couple hiccups here and there, but nothing that really was devastating. So it's all about just eliminating those really big mistakes, like, you know. So let's think about another good part. Let's see here. I talked to a lot of associates, which is good, you know, just in that interaction. I helped a lot of customers. I'm very socially I'm very socially responsive to when a customer walks by or I think someone needs help. I tend to always reach out and try to ask them if I can help them in any way. I think it's just really good courtesy, especially just like after you take a sociology class, thinking about how information is just like, it's not like time is valuable, money's valuable, but information is what's really the hot commodity right now. And to get information, you really gotta put a lot of time, trial and error, research, focus. It's all about that brain capacity, man. You gotta have that capacitor really storing up some information. You gotta be able to just like shoot out some spurts of electrons, ideas every now and then. So you gotta work that brain, man. That's what it's all about. Work that brain, work your body, work everything. You gotta just keep it motivated, keep it going. Gotta keep innovating too. So, you know, I did pretty well. Any other good things that I would say I really excelled in today? At the very end of the day, I took a phone call for one of my associates at Millwork, and his name is Bill. Took a phone call for one of his potential new clients. She just got a measure and she was looking to come in and reach out and work on and continue the sales transaction, well, the job, try to make it a real win. So I took a note for information, and you know, I let her know that Bill was at lunch and he's coming in, and I left a note at his desk. And then as soon as I'm walking out the door to leave for the day, I see him walk by, let him know, really, hey, yo, how's it going, man? Good. You know, you always gotta reach out, see how the person's doing. It's just like good etiquette, you know. People don't want to. I'll get to the next part, but you gotta just reach out. You want to make them feel like they matter, not just like be a parasite. Okay, now we'll go to the bad part, which is what I want to start right now. So I felt like there was a point today when I was working, you know, doing my thing, running around aisles. Let's see how many freaking steps I did for the day. Sorry about that. Hold on. Solid 17,000 steps for the day. Nice 8.5 hour day. That's not bad. I've done a lot more, but 17 is pretty good, especially up at the service desk. God, I'm like crazy. I can see myself definitely being. Anyway, so the one thing I wanted to get to about a negative aspect of my day that I kind of like I realized, I guess, yeah. One idea that was negative, that was annoyed to me, was the fact that I felt like I was using a lot of my associates in an, you know, information like taking way without actually acknowledging. I was obviously acknowledge them, but I didn't really acknowledge their presence in terms of like how are they doing, and like emotional, and trying to keep them. You got to keep that. You got to feed your employees. You got to feed your associates. You got to feed your co-workers. You got to feed them positively to keep them coming and willing to put that effort back into the system and into helping you to do your job well. You gotta feed them all a little bit. You know, you gotta feed your brothers for them to acknowledge you, so that they do want to come back and help you out as well. I think it's a fundamental part of a team, really. Everyone's got to feed each other. You got to acknowledge each other. You got to, at the end of the day, you got to love each other, you know. That's the only way you're going to really win. You're going to win. The end result is a team that's hardworking, that loves one another, and they're able to fortify any kind of they can fortify any kind of solution. It'll just take a lot of time, hard work, but they will get that answer once. That's the key to life. You will find the answer. That's like, it doesn't matter how long it takes. It doesn't matter how hard you gotta fight. You're gonna find that answer. You gotta just either trial and error it, or you gotta do a lot of research, or you gotta look at other people's perspectives, because everyone's perspective, they have a different they'll have a different view on attacking the problem, which is important, because you could look at something a totally different 180 degree shifted way that can expose a vulnerability to really cracking the code. And you know, that's one of the most important parts of life too, is just having all those different perspectives, so that you can, when you face problems in life, that obviously when the similar ones are exposed to you, they're a lot easier to clear away. You know, they're a lot easier to diffuse, I guess. You know, just having different perspectives, multiple perspectives. It's, you know, I don't have a lot of perspectives, but I'm working on it, man. I mean, I'm 22. I could go through what happened today. I'll say another negative part is, really got down to myself. I got down in the dumps this morning. I woke up, I felt like utterly awful. I didn't feel like I'm not going to say I was definitely not suicidal, but I most definitely felt like that I was not almost worthless. Like, man, what are you doing with your life? Look at yesterday, you didn't even accomplish half of the goals that you wrote a list on your phone that you were going to accomplish for every single day for who knows how long. Like, you set those goals and now you're not even abiding them. You're not even scratching them off and showing that you made improvements. That's how yesterday went after work. And this morning I thought about it. You know, see, the issue is that last night I went to bed at 1 a.m. You know, I did watch my sociology class and do slight vocab, not much, but you know, I did accomplish a couple things, and I did play my guitar, so I did accomplish like 3 things out of all the, I don't know, it's like 8 or 9 different things that I have listed on my phone. I accomplished a few, but you know, I did feel pretty negative at the end of the night at like 1:30. I was like, man, I really didn't I really didn't perform as well as I wanted to. And you know, part of that, reflecting, I used a big chunk of my time yesterday to go and play basketball with my friend Mason, you know, which is good though, because you know, you do have to socialize more, which is it's a huge detriment that I have to my rudimentary skills. I don't have a good skill set in doing this, like speaking, public speaking, or connecting with others. I'm obviously, I try my ass off, so I have the determination to find that result. At least I believe I do. I might. That's all that matters. You gotta believe you can do it. It doesn't matter who the fuck thinks you can't. It's about if you think you can or can't. Once you think that you cannot accomplish a feat, you lost. It's just true. So that was another negative aspect. On to a third one was today when I was working, I was up at the desk and I got stuck a couple times.